Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. We're still in point 2.2 here. We're on the launch pad here with Jebediah Kerman in a new rocket. This rocket is intended to put a Kerbal in orbit around the moon to gather science and then return them home. It's not intended to land on the moon, just orbit. So, without further ado, let us launch. Nice, steady liftoff. Let's put Smartass on to 1990. Smartass will be able to control us better than SAS will. Excellent. We are away. Starting our gravity turn quite late because I was distracted. Not the best astronaut here, but there we go. That's fine. We can deal with it. Apoapsis is quite high. Let's burn our other engine and throttle way down. Let's pitch over to 30 degrees. Yeah, we're fine. We're in space, officially. It's something. Got the space music going on. Got pretty much the entirety of our rocket going on up here now, which is nice. I think we'll throttle down. We'll just coast to our apoapsis. As we are in space, how's our resources doing? Okay, that's going to drop. Let us deploy this guy. And target Kerbin. That should be good, at least for now. We should have connection. I mean, we have local control, so we don't need a connection. But it's nice that Jebediah will be able to communicate with the ground if he feels the necessary need to do so. Yeah, we should be good, at least for now. That said, our electric charge is dropping rapidly. Let's burn our engine slightly. How much are we going to have to burn? That's quite a lot of burning to get our... it should be fine. It should be fine. Let's point downward slightly so our apoapsis doesn't get away from us. Okay. We just want to circularize up here. We've got quite the gangly rocket because we've got so much of this still left over. I should develop a lighter launcher, really. But you know what? I don't got time for that. Just send stuff up on the most powerful rocket you have. Okay. So our apoapsis is getting away from us slightly. We point way down towards the ground. Still getting away from us. Okay. Pitch back up. It's so slow. Okay, that's better. Our apoapsis is dropping again. I don't want that to go much above 100 kilometers. There's not really any need for it to do so. Whoops, pitching the wrong way there. That's bad. Getting into orbit. Nearly out of this fuel as well. Because of our inefficient gravity turn we did. Oh well. Not a problem. Not a problem. We can make it into orbit still. Apoapsis is rising. Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. I don't mind. I'll let it rise for now. That's rising relatively quick, actually. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can control that a little bit better. Answer is we cannot. Anyway, we are successfully in orbit. It's not the best orbit in the world, but we are definitely in orbit. If we burn away from the planet, is that going to get us the results we are after? It's going to raise everything. Okay, interesting. That's that stage spent. Okay, I'm thinking we are going to retract this for now. Just so we can save on some fuel. We should still have... No, we don't have a connection anymore at all, actually. We have a connection with the test weight, but that's as good as having a connection with a lemon, really. Okay, so I guess we need to plan our orbital insertion to the moon. Moon set as target. Add maneuver for here for no good reason, then that was the closest point to click. Okay. Whoops. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so let's spin on round. Oh, we're throttled up. Never mind. Spin on round to that maneuver. And we're back in the sunlight now, so we do have some electrical charge, which is good. Kerbals like their electricity for things like lights and stuff. Okay, maneuver in 10 minutes. Give me an estimated burn of 27 minutes, which I think is a complete lie. Like I said in previous episodes, I'm not a fan of the estimated burn nonsense. It's never accurate. Like I sometimes don't want to do a full throttle burn or whatever. So it's never completely accurate. I never trust it really. Hey, we got connection again through the lemon. Okay, estimated burn, or burn in 30 seconds, so we should probably start considering to burn now. Once that engine gets activated. Our staging's wrong, okay. Yeah, good thing we activated it via there, because that would have activated that engine up there, which would be bad. We need to do some on-orbit stage editing, but we can handle that. Burning. We want to get our delta V, or a change in our delta V thing here, to be as close to 0 as possible. Then we've as closely matched that orbit as we can. I should throttle down. Yeah, that would have been an idea. What moon periapsis is it predicting? I don't know. 15, 14, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. There we go. Right on 0. Matching that orbit perfectly. Okay, so let's fast forward to the moon then. Okay, so now that we are out of Kerbin's shadow, let us activate this once more. So it's going to be pointing towards Kerbin. There, that's not ideal for our situation. Let us get it to point towards Comsat 120, I think. No, maybe Comsat 240. This is 240. Okay, 120 was on the opposite side of the planet. Okay, 240 would be fine then. Yeah, let's do that. So now we got a connection to the Kerbal Space Center. Excellent. Let us head to the moon. I do like these lines of connection. It's very pretty, and the way it moves and stuff. I like that. It's very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Okay, we lost connection there for a second. That was strange. It might have been because we just warped too fast, perhaps. Here we go to the moon. Okay, now that we're in the moon or around the moon. Hey, Chatterer. Let us warp all the way down. Okay, let us point this towards Kerbin again. So now as we're pointing this towards Kerbin, it will pick up any satellite that's in range here. So as you can see, we've now got 3 potential connections, and this is just the active one because this is the shortest one. So now we won't need to fiddle around if the satellites go behind the planet and such. So that's good. We're actually going to be in pretty much the same kind of orbit as the Rito probe, which is interesting. Very interesting. I don't know how many people got the reference to the Rito probe anyway. It's very subtle, I guess. It's very obscure, the naming behind the Rito probe. Let's get to our Muna. There we go, Muna periapsis. We are going to be orbiting in the opposite direction to the Rito probe. That's a good thing that we don't want to connect to the Rito probe, really. Okay, we're at the periapsis. Let us go orbital retrograde. And let us just circularize our orbit around the moon. Watching the numbers down here. We are roughly circular around the moon. Excellent. We have a Kerbal in Muna orbit. Going into the moon at nighttime, that's an issue. While we're in moon and night, let's just deactivate this guy. Just so we can save our resources, save our power. Wait until we get back into moon at daytime. There it is, nice. Okay, we can activate this guy again. Come on now, we can activate this guy again. Excellent. Turn that off, we don't need smartass anymore for what we're doing. So, the first thing to do is to work out this staging issue we have. So let's put that engine up to here. But this decoupler, we want down here. This decoupler will go, this engine will go, this decoupler will go, and then the heat shield will go too. Okay, that's fine now. Excellent. Yes, indeed. Good old Chatterer. So yeah, that was easy. We are around the moon. Should we get closer? We could get closer. Why not? Prograde, retrograde even. How low do we want to get? How low can you go? Let's go for about 200 kilometers. Or maybe even 100 kilometers. The surface can't be that high, 100 kilometers. So let's go, yeah, let's go for under 100 kilometers. Like, say, 50 kilometers around the moon. We're at 150. We'll go for 100. Just in case. Okay. 99. That'll do. Let us swing around to that point. Okay, we're at Moon of Periapsis. Let's go retrograde again. How close to the surface are we? Still quite a ways off. Nice and pretty. How do you like it, Jeb? Okay, let's lower our apoapsis down to around 100 as well. We're lowering our periapsis again. We might as well. Let's lower our periapsis to 50. Why not? We'll go crazy. Okay. Let's swing back around to our periapsis. It is on the night side. Hopefully we have enough charge. Okay, we certainly did not have enough charge. And I didn't slow down in time to fix it. So at the moment we are a dead spacecraft. Jebediah, he should be okay. I mean, he's a smart guy. There's the engine there. We can actually burn. We should not burn though. I don't believe you should be able to burn if you have no electric charge. Okay. So we'll let Jeb swing back round to the day side, so he can see. There it is. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, we definitely do need better solar panels, and we also need better batteries, really, or some generators or something. Okay, let's start doing some science. We're going to observe the mystery goo. Excellent. And we'll observe this mystery goo canister too. Excellent. We'll also observe the material bay here. Okay. We will get a crew report. Nice. And we'll send Jeb on an EVA. Let go. You might as well. And turn on your RCS. There you go. And when you're away from the spacecraft, do an EVA report. Nice. Okay, and then we'll get you back home onto your craft. Board. Gotcha. Nice. Excellent. So now let's go prograde. So if we burn prograde now, add maneuver, we are going to end up faster than the moon. It's kind of not what I want to do. I want to burn prograde on this side, so we end up slower than the moon. Come shooting off of this side. I want just enough so we can escape lunar orbit. Nice. Okay, can we get that any lower? We sure can. 3 million. The other thing to consider is deadly re-entry. I've never re-entered from the moon with deadly re-entries, so that could be a big issue. Oh, we lost our maneuver. Okay, that's 2 million. Oh, we can get it low and low and low. Okay. So let's go for 700, 400, 350. Yeah, let's go for about 300. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So let's get round to that maneuver. Maneuver in 30 minutes. Estimated burn is 1 second. See why I don't trust this? See? Okay, where is this maneuver? 24 minutes away? That's fine. We can wait. Okay, we are 2 minutes out from our maneuver. It's probably not going to take 2 minutes, but we could do it. Oh yeah, it is only going to take a little. It's only going to take a little bit. Okay. Well, then I guess I do trust you a little bit more. Have we run out of electric charge? Why have we run out of electric charge? Ah, because our solar panels are not pointed towards. We do have a tiny little bit. Let's turn you off. He's had his instructions, so let's turn that off. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Alright, let's do our burn here. Okay, we're out of fuel on that one. Let's stage. Hello, that's a problem. Could I decouple this, please? Okay, that was an issue. That was bad. That's very bad. Okay, so this is our return stage. This is all the fuel we have left to get home with. Should be plenty. We do a little spinny winny. Ten seconds, 10 meters per second to add. 8.6. There we go, perfect. Ish. Close enough. It'll do. So our periapsis is 250. Excellent. Turn that off. Let's orientate ourselves towards the sun. The craft has done that already. We can open our this again. Active. Excellent. So now let us head towards Kerbin. Head home. So Kerbal, or the satellites around the planet Kerbin are now out of our satellite dish's cone. So we need to manually set this to where we want it to point at. So let's point at 0. That should give us, in fact, 120 should give us plenty. 240 will give us the most. Okay, there we go. 240 it is. Again, speed up some more. Get around to periapsis. Periapsis is going to be on the night side. It seems that's an issue. Oh well. Should be okay. We might have been able to do some aero braking too. That would have been an idea, but we should... I don't know. I haven't messed around with deadly re-entry enough. We'll switch over to KSP plus 0. Because we're about to go behind the planet for KSP 120. Okay. Let's consider burning retrograde at this point. Let's move that to there. Retrograde. Okay. Now I have no idea about re-entry here, about deadly re-entry. Without it, I would have just re-entered right away from the moon, but that's not something you can really do because you'll be moving too fast and you'll just burn up. We do have a heat shield to protect our material bay at least. Hopefully it protects everything else as well. Okay, we'll bring our apoapsis down here. We can dip our periapsis into the atmosphere now. We should probably be travelling slow enough that it's not a big issue. I think that's what we'll do, is begin to re-enter now. We'll only go for about 40 or so meters, or kilometers, on our periapsis. Do. Okay. So we are re-entering at this point. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, that's left to be determined. Okay, we'll set that to 40. There we go. There. Okay. Good. Right. So we are going to lose communication when we enter the atmosphere, unfortunately. We could have waited, I suppose, until we were more over the Kerbal Space Center. That's fine, he can entertain himself. So we're going to need to retract the solar panel or the satellite dish at some point. Best to do that now before we lose all power. Deactivate you. Turn that off. Okay. We're going to have to ditch this stage. We can expose our heat shield. So let's do that. Okay, there's our heat shield there. Hoo-wee, okay. So let's go retrograde on you. I have no idea if this is going to be any good. No idea at all. We shouldn't be going too fast. It should be fine. It's what my mind is telling me. We're about 70 kilometers away from atmospheric interaction. I don't know about these mystery goo containers because our heat shield is only the size of this base here. Okay, we've got atmospheric interaction. We do have a couple of solar panels which may... well, they should survive the journey. In fact, we don't have any solar panels on this section. Oh yes, we do. They're on the command pod. Okay. So this is the unknown here. This is the unknown. So far, so good. Speed up a little bit. Get some chatter going on. Okay. We're coming about to our lowest point in about 10 kilometers. So we are going to skip back out of the atmosphere, it seems, which is a little annoying. In fact, it's a lot annoying because we're going to be doing that a lot. We're going to go in and out and then in and out. That's not ideal. It does mean we'll slow down a lot, but still not exactly ideal. Yeah, our periapsis is now dropped to 38. Our apoapsis is still out of the atmosphere, so we are going to skip back out again. Like I said, not great, but, you know, it's not the end of the world either. We have lost a tiny little bit of our shield that is ablating when we are in the atmosphere. It seems below 40 kilometers is the only time that it ablates. It's pretty though. It's got like swirls and stuff on it. Okay. Hopefully it is enough to survive a full re-entry. It should be. It certainly should be. Oh, in fact, we have properly re-entered now, in fact. We never even came back out the atmosphere. Interesting, okay. So this is it. This is the point where we are definitely re-entering. In fact, it's quite near the Kerbal Space Center, which is nice. Okay, so we are in the atmosphere. We are going down. and we intersect with the planet, there is no going back from this point. I hope you realise that, Jeb. There's no going back a long time ago, to be honest, but still, the sentiment was there. Did we lose? Yeah, I guess our other stage burnt up. That's fine. That's good. No extra space junk. Let's roll so the material bay is pointing upwards. In fact, smartass is not going to let me. I could turn smartass off. Why not? Let's just go with SAS. I've always thought that sounds German. Not that. That didn't. I wonder if we are going to land right on the launch pad. Probably not. We're probably going to land here-ish, maybe? Probably, maybe even in the ocean. Over here. That's fine, though. So it should start ablating around 40 kilometers. From what I could see. Which is coming up now. Yes, it started ablating now. Okay. Not too much, though. We are already slowing down, so we shouldn't... Okay, our ablation rate is increasing, in fact. So I assume that's based on atmospheric density as well. But we are slowing down. We are still at 2,000 meters per second relative to the surface. To the air, not entirely sure. Haven't got Ferrum Aerospace installed. I'll do that for the next season. Okay, we are ablating at 0.5 of a rate. Still slowing down. We should consider the chutes in a second. Yeah, we are definitely going to land in the ocean. Okay. Okay, we're now getting re-entry effects. Temperature is rising in this quite considerably. Okay. We are ablating quickly. Temperature is dropping on this. Good. Good. Temperature is dropping on this too. Excellent. Okay. It's going well. We are still ablating fast. Okay, our ablation is slowing down now. Excellent. It seems like we have survived. Okay, let us pop the chutes at around... Well, in fact, we're not ablating at all anymore, which is nice. So let's pop the chutes at around 10 kilometers. I have no idea what point they pop in real life. Okay. Oh, that was our ablative shield there. Okay, that can drop away. Whew, that was nearly a disaster. With that, probably should have done the parachutes and then dropped that. That's something we have learned today. And we do have another ablative shield on the bottom of here, but we needed one to cover everything else. Okay, so that should eventually splash down. Nice! And we should hopefully go slow enough so that we don't cause any injuries to our vessel. We probably won't see this splash. It'll get out of the physics range before then. Yeah, there we go. Oh well. Excellent! That's a successful mission. How did you enjoy that, Jeb? Ah, you can see the moon. That's pretty. Yay. Okay, good. I would definitely consider that a success. Hopefully we have enough science, though, to unlock the rest of the things that we want. It would be nice if this went faster now. Boom. I like Chatterer. There's a Russian thing, so that might be where the German-sounding stuff comes from. I like it. Enable remote tech integration. Oh, never mind. Somehow we are still gaining electric charge when our solar panels should technically be shadowed by the parachutes there, but oh well. Science and stuff. Do we have communication? We do not have communication. Jeb is all on his own. In fact, we have communication with the test weight, which is interesting. We could, in theory, set up a whole network of ground-based communication stations, but that's overkill, really. I wonder when the test weight is over here, will we get a connection to the Kerbal Space Center? We might. We in fact might. We're traveling at 6.5 meters per second. We're not getting any slower. Oh, in fact we are. 6.4. Hopefully we are slow enough. This is kind of going to act as a shock absorber. Ooh, okay. I maybe should have slowed down the physics time as well before I did that. Did anything break? It does not look like it. Let's get you door side up. Excellent. And I do want to see. Yes, we have communication with ground control. Excellent. So we can communicate with everything. Okay. So let us recover this vessel. Ground control got the signal. Sent out a boat. And we do have plenty of science. Yes. Yes, at all the science. So what we can grab the solar panels here, and then eventually I want to get the Kerbal attachment stuff. Kerbal attachment stuff? Sure. We've still got the map sat to get. These little probe engines to get. But let's get these solar panels. That's definitely what we need. More than anything right now. And we still have 82 science. We can't unlock that quite yet, but we will be in a bit. This guy's still grayed out for some reason. Large electronics. We have our 60 gigameters range on that guy. Another communitron. Batteries. Large solar array, that's nice. Some other keythane searching stuff. Excellent, okay. I'm happy with that. I think the next step is to send out some kind of probe elsewhere in the solar system. Now that we have nice solar panels. Maybe update our communication array. Basically we can do a whole bunch of probe work, and then we can take it from there. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode.